Woohoo! Happy Saturday, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. Look, I'm so proud of myself. Look, no cream in my coffee again, guys.
Are you trying to cut cream out of your coffee?
I'm doing that intermittent fasting thing, so yeah, black coffee. I'm
Yeah, but
finally
like
becoming
putting
an
cream in
adult.
it, that's keto safe, right?
Oh man,
Ooh, I
hold
hear you.
on. Yep, there we go. Let's not do that. Noob move. Yes, I'm doing intermittent fasting and keto, and I can have heavy whipping cream in my coffee for keto, but my intermittent fasting window doesn't start for another 3 hours, 4 hours. So black coffee with pumpkin pie spice is what I'm having.
You need to go get you some like really good coffee, like fresh beans. Down there, you guys should have some pretty solid coffee spots that have their own beans.
I'm sure that there is. I should
You
look into
know,
that.
here in Hendersonville, or well, I'm not in Hendersonville, but in Hendersonville, they've got 3 locations now. It's called Black Press Coffee, and where we record the Brick Podcast is Josh's office.
Hmm.
Downstairs, they have a black press, and they roast their own beans, and
Nice.
like locally, and they're one of those coffee spots that you could go and get black coffee, and it's just so rich and good. Whereas, grocery store coffee, like even when it's like fresh, it's still not the most fresh because they got to
Right.
ship it.
Yeah.
But I saw on, I think it was BuzzFeed, like I got like a targeted ad for a coffee subscription service. And you
Really?
get like, yeah, well, you pick your grind or whatever, whole beans or whatever,
Right.
and they ship it to you, like just
Hmm.
random exotic coffees. So
I'll
if
have
you're
to
gonna
check
be
that
doing
out.
like, see, you should make the most of having to drink black coffee and try to like up your coffee connoisseur game and
Yeah,
learn like the difference between some of these beans and why people prefer some over the others.
I should. That's a great idea. I'll have to check that out.
And then
Let's
vlog it.
Yeah, I want to do that definitely. But this is it's a new adventure. I mean, yesterday I was so thankful. So yesterday we had our work meeting that normally takes place on Saturdays, but they moved it to Friday and I had to work right after, so it was perfect. But they got a Starbucks coffee and I was like, do do do, and I drank 2 of them. And man, I was bugging out after the meeting because I like crushed 2 of them, and I don't know, it was abnormal for me. Normally, maybe I just drink them too fast, I guess. But
Nah.
let's say hi to everybody in chat. Tim Pruitt, good morning. First, woohoo! Gold medal, Caitlin, make it blue. Welcome in. Rob Weiska, thanks for always tweeting us out in the morning. We appreciate you. Adults in Disney, Jeff and Sarah, welcome in. Meredith Mayberry, I emailed you back yesterday. I hope you got it. Welcome in. Samantha Lowe, Candy Mom, Cynthia, how are you? James Ryan, thanks for being here. Yay. Here we are, guys. We made it this Saturday. Coffee and contemplating.
James finished his Star Destroyer. I don't know
Oh,
if you
really?
caught that on your stream Thursday, but he did,
I missed
and
it.
it's quite the build. And I was so I built it and set it on the shelf, and then I was like, well, I'll leave it up there and I'll finish the vlog later. And so I finally
Mm-hmm.
finished the vlog, which came out this past week, and
Mm-hmm.
I was spinning it to get different angles on the table, and the like back part of the stand that it sits on came off the table, and because it's heavy, it like splintered the stand, and I had to like hold it up and try to
Oh, no.
fix the stand with one hand. It was an adventure.
You're like beating up with sweat. Like, oh my
Yeah,
God. Oh, it could have been bad. Good
it was
morning,
stressful.
Kelly and Mama. Welcome in.
I'm surprised Kelly's awake. He was up late. I left before he did.
Really?
I did.
That's too funny. I think I went to bed fairly early last night. I don't remember what time it was, but it was earlier than I normally do. That's for sure. Good morning, Hitchhiking Phones. Welcome in. Tim asked Lynn, are you guys getting any of the Sahara dust in Florida? Josh was just asking me about that. I don't know. I don't think so. Not where I'm at. but
You probably are. You just don't realize it.
maybe I have like 1.5 billion things going on in my life to not notice something that might be going on around me.
Try to catch a sunset.
I
Make it a
will.
point to try to catch a sunset, because if you, well, first make sure you're getting this dust. Don't go watch a sunset just because. I mean, you could, but it's apparently because, it's sand, and sand is essentially glass. So it's supposed to make some really amazing sunrises and sunsets. And
Yeah.
it carried over from the Sahara Desert, and it's like supposedly really great for the oceans because it's cooling them off. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I'll check this evening and
Because science.
science rules. Hi, Lori French. Hi, Sandy Norris. Welcome in. Doe Whip Dad Jeff. I was ninja watching for a little bit earlier. I pick Norwal. I just didn't have time to. Sometimes I can't get into chat. Sorry. Meredith, I'll know on Monday. I think so. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. We're moving. It's happening. No matter what, we'll have a place to live. So
Hopefully.
it just might not be my number one pick, but
You had a crazy week this past week, didn't you?
it's been absolutely bananas. And last night I got home from work, made some dinner, talked with Sean for a little bit about just the things that are going on in our life about moving and whatnot. And then he told me he was gaming with his friends at 9. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have myself a drink and sit on the balcony and just watch YouTube for like 4 hours because I just need an escape and
You earned it.
I just need to get away from all of it. But yeah, it's craziness down here in Florida. If you guys are watching the news, it's just, I don't know. So every day I wake up and I'm like, all right, we did it. We made it another day.
Yeah. I can only imagine, especially with the cases spiking and just the state of the world. And now we got Saharian, however you say it, sands or dusts or whatever. Yeah. It reminds me of like all the different stuff that happened in Egypt back with Moses in the Bible. Like next thing we know, there's gonna be cicadas and frogs jumping around.
Oh no! As long as the spiders don't come, I guess. Oh, I've had multiple problems with my car again this week, and so
I saw that.
It's bad. And so in Mr. Project's car, there's I hate driving it because there's these little spider webs like in the front of the windshield in each corner. So I have it in my mind that it's infested with like a spider colony and they're just going to come out like from under the seats and attack me. So it's stressful driving. Like,
welcome in, Sandy Norris and the Downsized Diva. Donna, welcome in.
Hey, Donna.
Donna, I tagged you in something on Facebook that I saw that was available for pre-order that I know you'll be all over.
Hi, Downsized Diva. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I'm about to downsize myself as well. I'm going to throw away all my clothes. Just keep Lynn Project merch and work clothes. That's it.
I need to literally downsize myself. Not my clothes, myself.
Stop it. Oh, man. No spiders again. But yeah, in the car that I've had to drive, I don't like it. And I just want to, I don't know. I just want to burn it all. I'm just going to burn everything. Oh, man. So yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. It's such is life. I'm happy to be here today, right now, in this moment, awake.
Life is weird.
Oh, Yeah, where is Evie today? How is Evie and Britt and Addie? How is everybody doing?
Addie is not here. Addie is with my mom. They got her a pool. So she was gonna go hang out and play with her new pool. And I think today she's going to shoot her rifle because Addie herself owns 2 guns.
Wow.
So she's going to shoot her rifle for the first time. Evie's fantastic. Britt's fantastic. They're in the living room, just chilling. So
We need to take a peek at Evie today if we can.
yeah, I'll try to see if I can make that happen.
We
If I can pry her from Britt's fingers.
Aw, I'm sure she's grown so much and changed since we saw her last.
She is. She's just a mess. No, Tim, I'm not. Well, it's not her first time, but I'm not. She's going to shoot it with her pawpaw. So they're going out to Tim. You'll know because you're from here, but they're going to Cheatham County, so that's kind of a little haul. So that's why I'm not with her. Plus, I have this to do.
Yeah. Well, that'll be good. Her and Pop time. You know, making those memories. I love it.
She's excited.
And you had two vlogs dropped this week, right?
I did. Yeah, I did. So
very nice.
I finished up the Star Destroyer, which that dropped earlier this week. And then I was able to do a vlog on a set that is pretty elusive and it's kind of hard to find because not to jump into a big Lego chat, but Lego is just like you never know what they're going to stock, when they're going to stock it, and everything is just so backward. My dog, hey, quit, that's gross. My dog's licking herself. Sorry, guys. And so just because of the pandemic and factories being shut down and everything, so there was a set that was supposed to come out on Father's Day, and I had all the reminders set for it, and I was able to acquire it this week, which was shocking to me. And so it was kind of like a hurry up and get it out vlog.
Yeah. Nice.
It was this. It's the Lego Iron Man helmet.
Very cool. That's a cool box too. Hi,
yes,
Sherry.
Natty. What's up, Bill?
Hi, Bill. What's going on here? I pop in and let's get all of our clothes. What's the stream coming to? I guess that came out the wrong way, but yeah, not all of my clothes.
Oh, and now. I did cancel my July trip for those of you that might be curious. I completely canceled it.
I think that's probably the best move.
Yeah, and to be completely honest with you, I mean, based on what happened in California and based on just like the pressure that I'm seeing on social media, like I'm going to say it's a pretty high probability that Disney will push their opening.
I think so.
Like, it's just a responsible thing to do.
Yeah. After yesterday, I think most likely.
If they don't, then it's just going to look like a money grab.
Yeah.
Which that's just poor PR.
Were you saying with the news that happened out in California that is Sean, I didn't even look, but Sean told me that they moved the opening date back in California. Is that true? Right.
Yeah. I feel like as a Disney fan and somebody that, granted, I'm not trying to say I'm anywhere close to a business owner like, Disney, but I am a business owner. And I just feel like for the PR of Disney and everything that's happening in Florida for the Floridians as well, it would just look like more, and that's Disney's way to do things that care. Obviously, with some of the news that was announced this week, they always want to lean in the best. They always want to be on the positive side of things,
right?
So it wouldn't surprise me at all. And for the safety of the cast members and everything, it's just.
Well, the cast members are putting out a petition, right, to push it back.
So I think that you'll probably see something get pushed probably this week. So
yeah, it is what it is. Bill says, "I knew all this bad luck." because of that darn broken toilet seat.
Yeah. See, I think Universal Studios, like it might come down from the state of Florida, and then they'll have to close. I'm sure Universal Studios would love that, but Universal Studios is probably not trying to point any fingers, but they can't be helping the situation.
Yeah.
So I would imagine it's going to be not a Disney's decision, but a state of Florida decision.
Maybe. I mean, they're coming out with different things. Like yesterday
here in Tennessee, they made it a law now in Memphis that you have to wear a mask. It's a misdemeanor if you get caught without a mask, and I think up to 30 days in jail.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a fine and 30 days in jail.
I just found out yesterday that the day before that, it's mandatory masks in Palm Beach County as well. So it's Palm Beach, Broward, Dade, Miami, like down that whole strip of South Florida were mandatory masks as well.
Yeah. But, good point, Saria. Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't dig too much into it, but I did hear about Universal.
They just laid off.
Yeah.
Hundreds of. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was actually talking to my mom the other day because she wanted me to help her plan a huge trip of like her and her husband's family and her, like 30 of us, I think, is the group. So I was going to start planning a trip to Disney for 30 people around like March of next year. And I just kind of had a talk with her and told her some of the changes, because if you're not in the Disney community, you don't necessarily know all of the up-to-date things. So I was telling her about, just the reservation system, and you have to buy everyone's tickets before we can even like get a date. The dates aren't guaranteed for a group of 30 people all getting into the park on the same day. That would just be kind of a toss-up. Yeah. So I told her, let's wait like 2 months until we see how this unfolds in the next couple months before we start even planning that trip. Because I mean, who knows? I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen today. So to plan a trip in March, we're just for 30 people. I think it's best to just kind of wait a little bit longer.
Downside Diva, I haven't personally heard of any cases related to the parks and part of Your World Adventures. I mean, I think it's just in general, people feel safe. They feel like it's, that's just the human way. Everybody's going back out in public, and, same way here in Nashville, everybody's trying to get back to normal. And while that probably doesn't help, I think it's just in general, people are just not being as cautious as they maybe should be. And just trying to, move on. I feel like it's not even the human way, but the American way to just like kind of put it on the back burner and, hey, let's just like pretend it didn't happen and move forward like everything's okay.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. Any business to be closed for 3 months is a hit. My business has taken a hit. I think everybody who is directly related to any business, whether you work there or you're in ownership, businesses around here have closed. It's a bad thing for everybody. And off this topic.
Tim asked about my job. So with the thing that came out yesterday in Florida, the new whatever stipulation is, as long as the bar sales, the alcohol sales are less than 50%. I hate spiders. I ate spiders. As long as it's less than 50% of their sales, their revenue, then you can stay open. So my job is still open. But a lot of places have closed down. I saw Jack Lindsay's Hangar Bar had just opened on Thursday, their grand opening, and then they had to close yesterday at
Uniqlo as well.
What did?
Uniqlo.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a couple of places are closing up. I ate spiders. That's so funny. I wonder who that is. uh,
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean,
yeah,
as long as everybody's trying to make them, I don't know, like it gets kind of sideways, these kind of topics, but
yeah,
make the best decision for you and your family.
exactly.
So
Saria, what is Billie English? Do you
Billie
know?
Eilish.
Eilish. Oh, I
Mm,
can't see. I don't know what that
I
is.
like Billie Eilish.
What is it?
She's a very young, very new music artist who's kind of I think she's great. You just have to Google her later.
Oh, I will.
I went to Topgolf for the first time this week.
Oh, you did? I've been wanting to go to one. How did you like it?
I had a lot of fun. So Josh, he is also a business owner, and they decided. So Topgolf has a deal right now. I don't know if it's for every Topgolf, but here in Nashville we have one, and it's like, I don't know, like $150 or something, and it's like a summer pass. So you can go, and I'm sure it's their way of trying to get people back out to, play
Right.
to make money. But it's from, I think, May. He may be watching, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong. But it's from May to the end of September, and you can go. You can bring up to 6 guests on one pass, and you can play for as long as you want, Monday through Friday till 5 p.m. Which is a great deal. And with
That's
us
really
being self-employed, like after we recorded our podcast, we went and played Topgolf, and the day before we went and played Topgolf.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and so it
How
was
much
just a
was the
lot of fun.
pass?
I think it was like $150, which really isn't
That's
bad when you
awesome.
think that you can, like, for you guys, like
Yeah.
if you guys decided to do that, it's $150 and then your whole family gets to go.
Yeah.
I mean, food's extra and everything,
Right. But you can go and play, and that's awesome. Hey, Mikey.
but so he took me, and it was a lot of fun. That was my first time going. I love golf. I haven't played probably in a year and a half because I'm not great, but I've had lessons and I've got clubs and
Yeah.
but it was interesting. It was interesting to see how their protocols are, because it's like indoors but outdoors,
Mm-hmm.
and it was interesting to see how their protocols were to keep people social distance. They had like thick sheets of clear plastic between each of the stalls,
Uh-huh.
and then like the waitresses wipe down all the clubs and the tables and everything before like the next group comes through, which is great. But when you go and you forget your golf club and you go to swing something like a driver and the club almost comes out of your hand completely because it's slick, that's not great. And so like I was holding the club and I cranked down on it and I sliced my thumb open, like, because my one thumb sliced my other thumb because I almost lost the club. Like I swung and it was about to fly out into the, and that would have been like the most embarrassing thing ever.
Oh my gosh.
Like everybody trying to look at you like, really, dude? Like
Or
if you had that many beers?
cutting your own thumb might be the next most embarrassing thing.
Well, yeah, but that actually happened. So let's not say that was embarrassing.
I'm just kidding.
The waitress brought us over Band-Aids and everything, and I patched myself up. And then the next day when we went, I had switched it because, I had to switch it to match my aesthetic. So I put Mickey Mouse Band-Aid on.
Of course.
And we went, and she was like, hey, I thought you guys were going to request me again. And we were like, sorry, we did it on the app. And she's like, oh, nice Band-Aid. She's from Orlando, so it was fun to chat.
I stink at golf.
I think most people do.
Like really, 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 really bad. But I think it would be a lot of fun to go to a Topgolf. There's another one too that's closer. So the Topgolf we have is in Miami. I'm not going to Miami at all. But there's one that's closer in West Palm Beach. I can't remember what it's called.
Orlando.
It's like Topgolf, but it's this spoof off of it. It's like the other brand of Topgolf. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know.
It was fun. They got different games you can play, and there's like a variation of darts, but it's through one of the little golf circle hole things, and they've got like a Bejeweled kind of game. It's pretty amazing the technology that goes into a Topgolf.
That's really cool.
Like when you hit a ball, it tells you, it shows you, like tracks it and shows you how fast it was, and it shows you exactly where it was going. It's pretty cool.
Hi, Tina. Extraordinary. I don't know if I said hi to you, but hi. Um, yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun to do as a family because we're all pretty competitive. Like we just want to beat each other.
Yeah. Well, it's just a good time. Like on a nice day, they
Yeah.
got big fans out there, and the food is so good. And they've
I'll
got,
go for the food.
cocktails and beers and just it's just a really cool environment. Like we got mac and cheese bites and they were freaking awesome.
Yum.
Like they had some amazing food. So, it's just like a really chill hangout. It's kind of like an upscale bowling alley,
Yeah. That
but
sounds
with
so much
golf.
fun. Yeah.
It is fun, and it's 3 tiers. Ooh,
That's
par
so
3
cool.
courses. Par 3 courses are a blast. But see, golf is so bad because you play a bad game and you hate the game and you're like, I'm never playing it again. And then you go play it and you have a good game and you're like, oh, I'm awesome at golf. I can't wait to play again. And then you play again and you're bad and you're like, oh, I hate the game. And then you decide,
Never
okay, well,
playing
I'll go
again.
play because somebody asked me. It's a vicious cycle and it's expensive. I retired and now I build Lego again.
That's so funny.
Britt will tell you I have like 5,000 hobbies. I go through hobbies like I go through socks.
You go through a lot of socks?
No, not really. That was the first thing that came to mind. What's up, Sean? Welcome in, pal.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Michael Riley. Welcome in, you guys. We're talking about Josh's socks right now. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out the name of that other place and see if I can.
I can't speak for the other place, but Top Golf was fun.
It's supposed to be just like Top Golf, but I don't know. If anybody knows the name of the Top Golf knockoff brand, drop it in chat.
Oh, I was scrolling Facebook yesterday, and she's my Facebook friend. Why can't I think of her name? Kelly from the Mickey Bunch. She had posted something on Facebook, and I'm just scrolling. I don't really interact a whole lot on Facebook, but I didn't like Hulk Hogan. Like, is he okay? Because now he's got like beach shops, like Alvin's Island type of things.
What?
Yeah, she posted about it. There's one in Orlando. I'm sure there's one close to you, and it's like Hogan's Beach Shop.
Huh.
Like for real? Like you can go and buy like your championship belt.
That's
And
hilarious.
there's like Hulk Hogan stuff in there.
Oh my god.
That's a whole nother level. Like, yes, Hogan's Beach. Yeah. It's weird. Like, I mean, I guess people will go, he's one of those guys that's like, he's always going to have fans and people are always going to go. But it's like,
he was the original Slim Jim.
No, that's Randy Savage. Macho Man.
My bad.
Snap it to a Slim Jim.
Yeah. I don't know. I just mixed them all up.
Macho Man, Randy Savage. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Pepper is great, Sean.
Oh.
Just always assume Pepper's doing phenomenal because she's the most spoiled dog on earth. I assure you.
I like Candy Mom said great value Top Golf.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, did you find it? Let me see. I love it.
I love mini golf, Nikki. And welcome in, by the way. But I love mini golf. Mini golf is a lot of fun. But I'm that guy that takes my own putter to mini golf.
Oh my gosh.
And everybody's funny. Like, really, Josh?
Mini golf?
Britt especially is like, yeah, Britt's like, really? You bring your own putter? Like, well, yeah.
You bring your own putter to mini golf?
Yeah, of course I do.
Oh, that's hilarious. Wow. I am pretty bad at mini golf. But
I've never played mini golf at Walt Disney World.
I haven't either.
it's one of those things. Like I don't know. I can do mini golf at home, and if I was there like 2 weeks, maybe. But like this is gonna weird everybody out. I've never swam at a pool at Disney World. Never,
At
not
a
once.
resort?
I've never swam in one. I've stayed at some great resorts. Never swam in one. Never didn't swim in the poly pool.
Wow. You're missing out. It's a lot of fun hanging out. We did our first trip. Our first trip, we stayed at Animal Kingdom. This is 2 years ago. And
didn't swim in that pool.
That is an amazing pool.
Didn't swim at Coronado Springs.
That's another amazing pool. We had a pool day there too. We were done with our trip, so we had already signed up for the annual passes at the very end of the trip, but we had our last day. I didn't want to leave, so I found somebody to cover my work shift. We stayed all day, and we just hung out at the pool. Had a pina colada. We played cornhole. Went down the slide, hot tub, and just hung out for like 5 hours by the pool. And then this was the day that we checked out, and then we went and we showered in like the showers, whatever, brought our change of clothes, and then we went to dinner at Boma after that. And then I didn't want to go home because I never want to leave. And we ended up getting a room at Pop Century and staying one more night and went to that pool.
James, that's actually a pretty good idea, actually, to swim in the middle of the day. See, I'm the guy, though, that like I get up in the morning and I'm in the, like, especially if it's Animal Kingdom, I'm there for extra magic hours. I do that. I'll park hop. I might go change clothes because I feel like I've already swam because I look like I swam in my clothes. What's up, Brandy and Dave or Dave?
Hi, guys.
And so I don't know, like no real reason. I'm just always in the parks, and probably because like I hate to call it work because it's so much fun, but like, you know, when you vlog, like I feel like I've got that's why I've gone on family trips and decided to just not vlog. Yeah. Because it's like, it's not that it's work, but you have this underlining aspect of like, you got to get the shot. You got to get enough content. And it's kind of subconscious.
Right. Just to keep going and getting more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything. Yeah. I don't know. I highly recommend it. And I agree with James too. That is we would like to start in the morning, and then by like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, leave the park, go back to the hotel, you know, go down to the pool for an hour, eat some lunch at your room, and then, you know, shower, get ready, go out, you know, around maybe 4, 5 o'clock.
All right.
Back out to the parks. And that way you get to
that makes sense.
Rest and cool down and relax a little bit. And that's also when the parks are the hottest, the busiest, is that middle of the day time. So for us, I always feel like it's best to leave during that time and just kind of like.
Yeah, see, I don't sleep in it. Like I guess normal vacations, people sleep in. I do not.
Yeah.
Like I actually get up earlier on vacations because I want to get the most out of the day.
Right.
I want to go and, you know, like even at the beach, like we need to plan a beach trip. Like I thought about canceling my November trip, one close to Thanksgiving. I thought about even canceling that, which by the way, I did go online and get all my park reservations or whatever for that, which was interesting in and within itself. But I thought about canceling that and us just going to the beach. Addie's never been to the beach.
Never, ever?
Never, ever. I lived at the beach. Like beach is like whatever for me, but
yeah.
What's up, Cody? No worries, pal. But
hi.
I don't know. Or maybe I don't know. I wonder if I can. So at Disney or DVC, Bill probably knows. I think Bill knows quite a bit about this. But you can use your points for like other resorts that's not Disney owned. Like I don't know exactly how that works. I've never done it, but
Other than you're not talking about like the Vero Beach and stuff like that.
Right, like normal
Got
like
it.
resorts and stuff. Certain ones. That one that's on
Hey, Mason.
that area in Michigan you were talking about with the path that goes around it and the nice hotel. I remember Bill saying that you used to use DVC points for that. You could, but Dolly Parton has an absolute amazing resort in Gatlinburg. You know, she's like the queen of Tennessee. They're even talking about putting a statue of her in the Capitol. But
wow.
I do not actually. My Brett hates it too. My alarm is the Pirates theme song from the attraction. But so her resort there like has excellent food. It's got like a train that goes around the property, and of course she has Dollywood. That's a place that I really want to go. Yeah, RCI. Yeah, Nikki said it, and then Bill followed up. Yeah, but I doubt that's probably on there because it's her personal thing. Tim Tracker did a vlog from there.
From Dollywood?
Yeah. They asked him to come up there.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. It was like maybe a year or two ago.
Is that open again yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Stay in their places. That's funny.
If you come to Dollywood, Josh, we have to get together. Absolutely. I know you guys want to do a Tennessee meetup. I've honestly just been so busy with all the shoots and everything. We shot. We went and shot a girl who does barrel racing. And
what's barrel racing? I don't even know what that
is. You take a horse and you ride. It's timed, and you ride your horse around barrels. It's a southern thing. I'm sure Hitchhiking Bones know all about it. Yeah, it's on a horse.
Gotcha.
But we shot barrel racing, and it was or a girl barrel racing, and it was intense. Look at this. So to show you guys that I actually do it, I say that I do.
Wow.
Laying in the dirt, shooting up at that.
That's amazing.
It's pretty. It was interesting. The horse running that close to you.
That sounds terrifying. Fun fact: I've never been on a horse before.
We've shot some interesting stuff. It's been busy because everything's getting back to normal, or trying to.
Right.
So we've just been slammed, and then that's why I didn't do the build on Friday. That's why I didn't do
the table build.
Yeah, that's why the Zoom call for my members was this morning and not through the week. It's just been interesting. But yeah, so Corey, I saw that earlier. Somebody Bones posted it, Hitchhiking Bones. They invited him up there as well to Dollywood.
Awesome.
But I think they have some family in Tennessee as well, because he's been up here several times, or they have a cabin or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, I'd like to visit there one day.
You should at the Tennessee meetup. Tennessee, honestly, is a very interesting state because we've got mountains and waterfalls and caves, and of course we got Dollywood and Gatlinburg and all that up there. Nashville's just ridiculous now. It's like a huge tourist destination.
Yeah,
a lot of really great culinary aspects, and you've got Memphis barbecue and Beale Street and all that over there, and it's a really beautiful state too in the fall.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it really any time, but
do you get the fall time there, like the leaves changing and stuff like that?
Yes,
that's when I would want to go.
That's when Gatlinburg is booming.
That's
Tim can tell you all about that. He lives in that neck of the woods.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
That is one thing I probably miss the most. And I'm going to sound so basic right now, but in Michigan, fall was always my favorite time of year, even though everything is kind of dying, but you feel so alive in the fall time with the crisp air, the colors changing everywhere, especially once you go to like a more northern part of the state where it's just rolling hills of trees and just all of the different autumn colors. It's my absolute favorite. And then like making a bonfire.
Yep.
I miss that so much.
I'm trying to find a picture that I shot in Gatlinburg just to kind of give you an idea.
Fall time.
It's not fall. I don't think it was in the fall.
Oh. Tim, I live under a rock. Apparently I don't know anything, but hold on, can I present you? Let me see.
So that's up in Tim's neck of the woods.
Wow. That is
now, of course,
incredible.
it's on my Instagram page too, but you know, it's a really pretty state, and I mean, it's no Disney World, but that's why I'm like, well, maybe I should go and vlog some stuff around Tennessee.
Yes, you got to do it for sure.
Not that I'm tired of Disney, but you know, just with everything going on, it's a little bit easier to get to Tennessee places than Disney at the moment.
It's a little difficult considering they're close.
It is a very diverse state, Tim. Lots to see and do here. Like we've got a cave. So the caves here, because there's a lot of limestone in Tennessee. Like that's like not the national, like the state rock. Like the Capitol has a lot of limestone in it.
Is that where
limestone?
Mammoth caves are?
Mammoth Cave. That's in Kentucky, actually, but it's the same premise. Like we've got a lot of caves similar to Mammoth here in Tennessee. Mammoth's not that far away from me, actually.
Mammoth is so cool. You should vlog that. That is amazing.
Yeah, actually, I have. I've been to Mammoth, and so I've been spelunking in Cumberland Caverns, and at Raccoon Mountain down in Jennings' neck of the woods.
Speaking a different language right now. What did you say? Splunking?
Yeah, so it's crawling through tunnels of a cave with like a hard hat and a light on.
Really?
Where you're like going through little holes and
oh my gosh, that's so
crawling
cool.
through a cave. Yeah, it's like, you know, splunking is what you call like cave diving.
Okay. I don't like that word.
Yeah, it's interesting. But so limestone is very corrosive with water, so it's created a lot of caves. And what's up, Josh? and then we've got like an underground lake here that's technically a cave, but like you can canoe through the water, and they've put lights in the underneath. Cool. And there's a lot to do here.
Little blurry Josh Productions with the $4.99 super sticker, the pear guy saying, "How's it going?" I love it.
Monteagle. Yeah, I've been to Monteagle Mountain. There's a mountain close to Monteagle Mountain called Raccoon Mountain. I've been spelunking there as well.
My nephew is a spelunker, Tina says. Thank you so much, Josh, for the super sticker. I love it. Hey, Living in Diz, welcome in. That's so cool. I missed that. I know that there's more caves like that if you go towards like northern Florida, right?
Yes. Not a whole lot, because the water table is really high in Florida, just because of the sand and everything. But there are a few, not big caves, but
I know there's one pretty famous one that's like you go down and then people go swimming in the underwater pond, lake. I don't know exactly what it is. It's pretty famous.
But like, it's interesting because, you know, being in Tennessee and, you know, it being Appalachia and everything, that a lot of the caves are tied to the Civil War, the Underground Railroad, moonshiners. It's very interesting.
Well, all right. So maybe we can plan this together. So we can both work on this Tennessee meetup thing so that we can make it like fun things to go and do, like a 3-day trip or something. Where we go from, like,
it would be cool to do
to
like Nashville's cool. See, that's the thing, is I kind of got to see what everybody would want to do.
Yeah,
because there's different aspects of Tennessee, and you know, it's all depends on what everybody would want to do. Like,
right.
Nashville is fun, but it's a big music scene. It's a lot of bar crawling and food and, things like that. And of course you got Opry
Sign me
Mills
up.
and things like that. But then you've got, out in East Tennessee, like maybe it would be cool to like do like a Dollywood meetup.
Yeah.
And everybody go to the mountains, and then everybody kind of has their own little mountain vacation, because Gatlinburg's way cheaper than anything in Florida. And so you can go do that, and everybody can meet up in Dollywood, and it'll be a theme park kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool.
Let's see.
I'm all about cheaper.
Can we go to the Hermitage and Polk Place? Yeah, we can. The Hermitage. I grew up right next to the Hermitage. I've been there several times. I was in a wedding that was at the Hermitage. History there, and one of my clients is Sumner County Tourism, which I live in Sumner County, which is right north of Davidson County, which is where the Hermitage is. And there's a lot of history here as well. And so I could probably, get in there and get into some of those places and vlog it. And there's haunted places. We've had some ghost hunter type people come to some of these places. And
that freaks me out. I can't do that. Hey, Detroit Disney Duo, welcome in. Yeah, that whole
exactly, Cody, exactly. And there's some cool like little museum type things. Like there's one in Gatlinburg that's about like they've got all this different memorabilia and history from like old time gangsters, and there's like a Titanic museum there.
That's
and,
cool.
You've got the Strip in Gatlinburg. You've got there's stuff in Pigeon Forge. There's a big mall. It's cool. There's moonshine places that have like live banjos and bluegrass all the time.
I love that. That's so cool. Hitchhiking Bones.
It's cool, and I'm sure Tim probably knows way more about the Gatlinburg area than I do. I think it's probably the same thing living in the Titanic Museum. There's a lot of like, what's the upside down house thing that you see when you drive? It looks like the building is built like an upside down house.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like Wonder something. There's one of those in Gallatin.
Yeah. There's where they have like all the wax. It's like the wax Wonderworks.
Yeah. And there's the Hillbilly mini golf in Gatlinburg too. It's like on the side of a mountain.
Ripley's. Yeah, I thought it was Ripley's.
There's also Ripley's in Gatlinburg, and there's an aquarium in Gatlinburg, and then down in Chattanooga there's a internationally renowned aquarium.
Hi, Dan
Slasher. There's a ton of stuff, and then there's the brand new glass bridge. It's a bridge that's got pieces of glass in it that you walk over. That's between it's over like a gorge or something.
I don't know if I can do that.
Adam the Woo's got some vlogs on all that stuff.
I mean, it'd be cool, but
it sounds like Gatlinburg's probably the best place to do a meetup or Pigeon Forge.
Yeah,
because then everybody can go and do as little or as much as they want, and then everybody can meet and we can have a Dollywood day.
Yeah.
Don't forget the moonshine. Yeah, there's tons of moonshine.
It sounds like a headache waiting to happen.
No, you can just go taste it, and
that'd be fun.
I would have to. What I should do is have Josh come with me, and then see if Josh will help me vlog it, because there'll be a lot of people.
Yeah.
And Josh is a very good videographer. Makes me feel like I don't know what I'm doing. It's so funny though, because he's kind of introverted. So I'm like, dude, you should do a Disney vlog. And he's like, no.
He said he will. That'd be fun. I think that we should do this, and and
it's different than Disney. Not that I'm trying to get away from Disney.
No, just it's something
Disney's just got a lot going on right now. They've got all this construction stuff that's on pause. They've got stuff they're dealing with because they're such a big company. It's just I feel like somebody needs to give Disney a Gatorade and a place to sit down and sit there and fan. I'm like, come on, cool off. It's gonna be
yeah, Seriously.
Somebody bring Disney a granola bar.
Oh man. Into the candy on Gatlinburg Strip after hitting up several moonshines. You'll lose your ability to say no and realize how much candy you're buying. Oh, Tender Road King, that's great. This case is Cove, where you can see
Cade
bears.
Cove.
These things sound scary, guys.
No, like there's a lot of bears in Gatlinburg, but they're black bears, and I wouldn't say they're people friendly. Don't go up and pet them, or don't like go and like oh, look, a bear. But
who's petting bears?
Oh, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised. There's some dumb people.
Seriously?
Yeah, there's people that's like, if they see a snake in the wild, they're like, "Oh, look, a snake. Let's poke it with a stick."
That's literally poking the bear. You don't do that. That's crazy.
Yeah, see, Tim knows because he's that neck of the woods. Tim knows there are people that
my
are that dumb.
God.
They will stop their car to get out and like look at a bear, or they'll see a cute little like cub, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, look, a cub," and try to take selfies with it.
Oh no.
And then, like, if you don't know about bears, baby bears are very cute, but mama bears are not very cute.
Right.
And mama bears will attack you if you're messing with their baby bears.
Yeah. Right. That's the whole reason that phrase is like mama bear.
Yeah. And mama bears run faster than you think that they do.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Tim.
So it's really cool. And, you know, people could fly into Knoxville, and it could be a whole thing. And, you know, it's not far enough. It's close enough for people in Tennessee that live like middle Tennessee and over, that you could go for like a day and like only maybe have to stay a night, or, you know, and there's stuff for everybody to do.
Tim said you can't outrun a bear, just outrun the other people.
That's right. That's right.
Oh my God. And,
you know, like we had somebody that we know who went to Gatlinburg for a little trip, and they left food in their backseat of their car that they were bringing. And they left their car unlocked because you're in the mountains. Nobody's going to come in your car. Right. And they went out to get the food, and there was a bear in the backseat of their car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like, it didn't damage anything. Bears just stink. But imagine walking out to your car and there being a bear in your backseat.
I would just walk. I would leave it. I'm done with it. Bear, that's your car now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill says spiders.
Bears and raccoons are they're very nimble. They know how to get into things. And bears are the type that, hey, if they can't get into it, they're just going to bust into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Now, granted, black bears are. You guys have black bears in Florida, maybe not in South Florida, but there's black bears in North Florida.
In Michigan, we had bears. Like when we went camping, we would have to make sure that we put all of our food, like our food, we would not leave at our campsite. We'd put it in the car so that, you know, even deodorant and stuff like that, we'd left all of it in the car away from the campsite because that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. But I never saw any.
Our little Tennessean black bears are like cute, cuddly puppies compared to Donna's Alaskan brown bears. If you haven't looked up any kind of information on the giant grizzlies in Alaska, they look freakish. They're like something out of Jurassic Park. They're so huge, massive,
right? Yeah, I've
seen. Their nails are like,
their little claws.
Like that's short. Like they're like when they talk about a bear, you know, killing a man with a swipe of its paw.
It's just one paw.
That's no joke, because they're the strength, and then just having the it's like having knives as nails. It's just
crazy.
It's ridiculous. But
bears.
Yeah, there's elk near Cherokee. There's some really cool overlooks too, Klingman's Dome and stuff. And I don't know if you heard down there, but we had like wildfires come through Tennessee a few years back, and it hurt that part of Tennessee really bad. And it burned up a bunch of stuff, cabins, and people lost a lot. People died.
That's horrible.
But you know, so everything's building back up there, and So cool. I think that would be a great meetup spot.
I think so too. We'll
Yeah,
have
it did.
to.
It nearly burned Gatlinburg down. It was really close.
Wow. James says it was so simple when I was young. The only bears I was concerned about that concerned me were Yogi and Boo Boo.
That's funny. So Tim said nearly burned Gatlinburg. On my screen, it says Donna's responding to something earlier in the chat. But Tim said nearly burned Gatlinburg down. And the next line is Donna. That's awesome, Tim Pruitt. She's obviously talking about.
No, it's just
yeah,
responding to.
It's just funny.
Oh, disease came through. Got a lot of beautiful hemlock trees in the Smokies.
Yes, that's yeah. I think they're pretty much, if not completely, extinct now.
Oh yes, Hawaii is the best. That is one of the most beautiful places on earth.
I've never been to Hawaii.
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Donna, we know that you wouldn't say that, but it was still funny.
We're just joking. We'll have to drive down from.
That's got to be a beautiful drive coming down from Pennsylvania to Gatlinburg. When we go to visit Britt's grandparents, they live in Northeast Georgia. We will go east to Gatlinburg and then drive through the mountains and come down that way.
Yeah. I think like going to Hawaii when we lived in Michigan was probably way more impressive than a Floridian going to Hawaii, just because of the palm trees and
oh yeah, for sure,
stuff like that. If you're not used to seeing it, it's more impressive. I still think it's way more impressive in Hawaii, the way that the palm trees are coming.
Sorry, I totally cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I've always wanted to go to Key West in Florida. When I lived in Florida, we would talk about going to Key West.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Have you been to Key West?
I haven't been to Key West. I've only been to Isla Morada, which is about halfway through the Keys. The thing with that is I really, really want to go to Key West also, but that strip of driving through the Keys, once you hit, what is it? Not Key West, the first part of the Keys, that driving through it is 3 hours.
It's 3 hours.
It's 3.
It's Michigan.
My brain took the day off as well. Sorry, guys. But it's a 3-hour drive. It's a pretty drive, but it's a 2-lane marathon. Thank you, Sandy. It's only 1 lane each side of the road. So if you don't hit traffic, then it's 3 hours. But if there's a little bit of backup, or most likely, then yeah. Oh, I love it. That's super cute.
I get a lot of compliments on this shirt. Me and Josh also went to, so I love graphic tees, and not trying to change the subject, but real quick. I love the old Disney show Gargoyles from the 90s. It's a cartoon. It's on Disney Plus. And also in the 90s, there was a show called Batman the Animated Series, and it's got this iconic Batman of a silhouette. He's standing on the edge of a building, and it's got like purples and reds. And anyway, somebody made one that looks like Gargoyles, but it's got that vibe. Yeah. And I wore it to the mall the other day when we went to the Lego store, and probably like 4 people not congratulated me. Congratulations on your shirt. No, like complimented me. And he's like, "Did you know that this was a popular shirt?" And I was like, "No, but it's kind of cool."
That's awesome. I love it. Hey, Team Mold, welcome in. What are you doing?
I'm taking a picture of my dog.
Oh.
She's laying all silly over there.
Aw. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool to drive your motorcycle down. That'd be a really fun.
Oh, so there's there's a special road. It was like 4. Don't try to diminish the popularity of my shirt, Josh. So there's a road there called like Tail of the Dragon, I think, and it's like real popular. People take their motorcycles on it. But speaking of Key West, there, if you
Oh,
go
no,
to
Sandy.
the old Key West Resort in Disney, there's a tour that talks about like the history and how they, modeled the resort after Key West, and
Mm-hmm.
you get a pin. It's free, and you get a pin.
I can't wait to
I've
do
talked
that
about it
someday.
before, but
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
I'm trying to. It's not on that pin board. Or maybe it is. Let me look.
It's a little conch shell,
Yeah,
right?
here it is. No, it's not. It's
Oh, well, I don't know anything.
it's
Oh,
this.
Sandy, that would be so scary. Oh, hold on, let me.
Of course, it's gonna be.
Oh, I see it.
It's a pretty good sized pin. I know you
Yeah,
guys probably can't see it. It's the same seal that's on the trash cans there, but it's a pretty. I mean, it's about the size of a $50. It's a free pin if you take the tour, and I think the
yeah,
tour is like 30 minutes.
that's pretty cool. But it's only on it. Well, I mean, who knows what it is now if they're still doing it, but it's
Right.
on like 2 days of the week, right? It's not every day, right?
Yeah, I think it was like on Wednesdays and Saturdays or something. So Donna, or any of you that are locals, once everything opens back up and you can go, you guys should go take the tour and get the free pin. I
Yeah.
don't know if you ever have, but yeah, you can get it.
And you'll have to go to, what
It's a
is it?
cool.
Olivia's, right?
Uh-huh.
Oliv
Yeah.
and get supposedly their fried chicken is the best on property. That's what I've heard multiple people say.
It's very good, but
But but
I mean, it's not the best I've ever had.
no?
No. Keep in mind, like,
Yeah.
I'm native Tennessean. Like, they're gonna have to put some freaking magic in that chicken to make it the best I've ever had.
Oh, that's great.
Like,
Anyways, I'm sure that they have
I'm not
good
sure
food.
they can. I'm not sure they can put the kind of soul that goes into fried chicken in Disney. But it
Well,
was very good, and their conch fritters are really good. LOL, but we are
well-rounded.
well rounded. Yeah,
Well-rounded.
well rounded.
That's great.
42 bridges. Wow.
There's 40%. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, now I want to go down there. We were actually talking about that too after we get all settled um in our new place, about taking just like a weekend trip somewhere, and maybe the key is just to do something different, and I don't know, maybe vlog it wherever we go. We'll see.
Tim said, I think biscuits and gravy helped me get well rounded.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I never really realized it, but there's a lot of motorcycle fans in our little crew here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill and Tim.
What's up, Jonathan? Thanks for popping in.
Had your test said not ridden in a lot of years, but I was supposed to being a dad. Oh, and James too.
And Cody.
And Cody. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. I was on a motorcycle very, very few times. One was my dad took me on his, and I was a teenager. He didn't tell me about the muffler, in which side. That's a bad. I still have the scar from that one. Didn't tell me what side of the bike to get off, or that the muffler would be the temperature of the sun. And so I was wearing shorts, didn't tell me to wear pants either. So we were driving in the country. So a dragonfly hit my knee, and it felt like somebody hit my knee with like a baseball at top speed. And that was disgusting. And then when we got to my aunt and uncle's house, I got off the bike and just seared. It was probably like that big of the inside of my calf. And that was in the middle of summer, and it took like 2 months to heal. It was so bad, such a bad burn. But that's my motorcycle experience. Oh man. Pizza time, Candy Mom.
Go ahead. Britt ordered pizza. So I was at that shoot last night, and I got a notification on my phone because it's my email that goes to the pizza ordering app or whatever.
Pizza
And
hotline.
yeah, and so it was like it showed the pizza order, and I texted. I'm like, you know, the key to my heart.
That's great.
Cody, you got to get the motorcycle, the Harley set before it retires. It's pretty cool. Since you're a Harley guy,
I
I think
love
that's a
that.
Harley. I think Harley Road King. Yeah, you got to get the Harley set. It's pretty inexpensive considering, and it's got some cool features. But I've never been I've wanted to get into motorcycles a few times. Britt always shuts it down, and not like I never wanted to get into like the fast like Kawasaki's or anything like that, and not even really like
me too,
Harleys or anything. I mean, some Harleys, but like I always really like the Indians and the Triumphs. But Britt shuts it down every time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're fun. It's really, really fun to ride. Oh, I was actually on a bike. My mom's fiance, he took me on his bike when I went to see my mom a year ago when she had her heart surgery, and he took me out to dinner, and that was a lot of fun. It was really, really fun to be on a bike again, and he warned me about things and made it fun. But yeah, that's awesome. So I gotta get set. I'm getting my hands back on it.
You know, just you and bikes. I don't know. Like, I'm sure Christian's like, Mom, please don't make me ride a bike with you.
Bill, did you see what Bill said?
No.
I had a huge bug hit me right in
the
forehead
while
riding through the Everglades. On the way back to Naples from Key West, I was seeing stars. Oh, sorry to laugh, but that's really funny and horrible.
Goodness. See, now that I have Addie and Evie, I don't think I could convince Britt. It would be one of those things where I would just go do it, and then I would just be in the doghouse forever. Which, I mean, I'm okay with that, but you have to pick and choose your battles.
Yeah, exactly. Ouch, Meredith. That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. My mom, so back when three-wheelers were a thing, this was before I was born. For those of you that don't know, three-wheelers used to be a thing. And like kind of like a four-wheeler, and she got on one, and this was back when they didn't really have any safety things in them, and it got away from her, and she drove it straight into the side of a parked truck on the property that they lived on.
Oh no.
And so she's like, yeah, I'm all set on things like that.
That's scary.
And I think in Florida you don't have to wear a helmet, or at least that's how it was up in where I lived in Florida.
Yeah, I don't think you have to.
That's weird.
Yeah. I mean, just wear a helmet because, please. It's your head. You only get one.
Well, three-wheelers were still a thing when I was a kid, but when my mom wrecked, it was before I was born.
That's funny. They're still a thing. Yeah, well, in Michigan, are you talking about like three-wheel motorcycles or like
no, like they're like a four-wheeler. Yeah, they're like a four-wheeler, but with three wheels.
Yeah. We had those. Michigan was big on all of that. We would have like mudding and
yeah, we do that here.
Yeah, all of that.
And then there's a place up in North Tennessee that's called Land Between the Lakes, and they do like rock climbing and like mudding competitions and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
And now they've got those like giant go-kart 4-wheeler things. I don't even know what they're called. They're like a car, but smaller. And people drive on the street. And it's like a thing. I'm sure they're like down in Daytona and stuff. I'm sure that people have those and drive them on the beach.
What, like a golf cart? Is that what you said?
It's not. It's a UTV. It's like a car, but it's more like a golf cart, and it's like a 4-wheeler car. Have you never seen them?
No. Apparently, I am like the most sheltered person in the world.
They look like something out of like an action movie.
Oh, okay.
If you Google them, you'll
Yeah.
probably recognize them. But I'm sure down in Florida you can get those and drive them on the beach. I know here people get them and use them for hunting and all that stuff. They'll like go like how people go out on boats. They'll just go out in the woods with those and like their big Yeti coolers and just go hang out. And
that sounds like fun right about now.
It does, yeah. Polaris Razor.
That's how you say that. Oh my god, I don't know.
That's how I've always said it.
Razor.
Yeah. Are they high? I think they're pretty expensive. Or you mean the people that take them out? Because they could be. I don't know. I mean, it is Tennessee.
Like a little go-kart.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a go-kart with 4-wheel drive.
Those look fun. And it can be yours for only $3,000.
If you are a land management professional, you tend to hate UTVs and 4-wheelers in general. But they sure beat walking. Garlic Parmesan crust with ham.
Pizza's on the way. I know. What am I going to eat today? Cheese for sure. Oh, no, Lynn, that's not them. It's not it?
No. He's talking about something different. He's talking about like the weird futuristic 3-wheel, half car, half motorcycle thing.
Oh. Snowmobiles. I miss those too. Those are fun.
Yeah, I think I told you once that I used to work for a company, and the owner would, him and his family, they had a big trailer and it was full of snowmobiles, and they would drive from Tennessee to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan, and they would go on snowmobile trips. They would go from Michigan, I think, to Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's a big thing up there in the wintertime. They'll go on huge, like there's huge groups of snowmobilers that'll just go like really far. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they would do.
And
there's like places that you can stop and eat, and they like bed and breakfast type stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would do that.
That's a whole thing. I would like to still do that someday. I think maybe if I had all of the gear that kept my entire body covered from head to toe from the ice cold.
I have been one, so I know how some riders are, and they don't like trails and love to say, "Watch this," and tear up a steep slope and tear it to heck. Yeah, I feel like a lot of dirt bikers do that. Like they'll just go on places that's not meant for all-terrain vehicles, and they'll just shred some like really great land. And like, listen, like I'm not like a guy that's like love the trees, don't hurt the land, but like some places are meant for that. Right. Some places are meant for that, and places that are like owned by the city or the county that are parks and not intended for all-terrain vehicles for you to shred through freshly sodded grass.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a rude thing to do, and it's really frustrating.
It's just having respect, for
Cynthia, you could have done half and half. You could have got like half green peppers on one side.
So, pro tip when ordering pizzas, if you do get half on one side, you're still paying for the whole pizza for the extra topping. So if a child doesn't want green peppers, so get half green peppers and the other half pick extra cheese because you're still paying for it. Don't miss out
and also
on your topping.
If you do like
Extra cheese is always better.
oh well, yeah, duh. But like if you do like say a half and half type of pizza, like I'm pretty sure if you do like half pepperoni and half sausage, it's still considered one topping.
Yeah,
Or
that's
at
what I'm
least it
saying.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're still paying for it, but you're just paying for the one topping because it's half.
Right. Yeah. So you're only paying the price of one topping for two.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Don't miss out on getting like extra cheese.
Yeah, I don't know if East Tennessee is the place I would go deciding to like, hey, I'm just going to take a left here on the trail and see where it takes me. Because there's some places that in East Tennessee where it drops off and I'm not sure you can see the bottom. There was a guy that was like, I guess it was maybe 2 years ago in Gatlinburg, like Cades Cove area, maybe, that got off a trail and got lost and was stuck out there for like 2 weeks and they found him.
Really?
Yeah, it's legit wilderness. It's a place you can get lost.
It's crazy.
Nothing like getting stuck out there in Gatlinburg full of poisonous snakes and bears. And
Oh,
I think they reintroduced a breed of wolves.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that, Donna. All the pizza toppings you want for one price. Oh, there was a huge python dead in the road yesterday. No, 2 days ago. I was at a stoplight and I looked down. I don't know why, but I looked at
You were contemplating.
I was contemplating it. Looked down, and there was a huge dead snake on the road. And I asked Sean, he said it was a python, and it was so gross.
Yeah. It is, Cody. The red wolves. You're correct.
Red wolves?
Yeah, they are trying to reintroduce red wolves. They're native to Tennessee, but they've become just with migration and people shooting animals that they shouldn't.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's great for nature for sure.
Oh.
I mean, it is wolves, but it is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing when animals get reintroduced that's supposed to be in a place, but some pythons there in Florida aren't supposed to be there, so like I feel like down there, like those guys are always working to get those pythons out because, like I said on a previous stream,
yeah,
Burmese pythons, like people buy them not knowing what they are,
right?
And then they get too big, and pythons are not supposed to be there exactly, and then they release them in the wild, and then you have two apex predators, and it causes just havoc on the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's gross.
Again, I should probably go get my white coat and my monocle since I'm being so scientific today. Pythons, anacondas, and boas.
They're all not indigenous, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Between James and Tim, I feel like there's a lot of intelligence. and Cody as well. These people know about the land.
James said pythons are often victims of organized spider attacks.
Meanwhile, the only knowledge I'm good at is Disney, Lego, and graphic design and some military history.
Right, Tim? I was really proud of that word too. It just popped out. Just indigenous. I know things.
See?
I'm well-rounded.
Yes.
I can't even say it without laughing. I'm so not. Oh boy. Richard sent me this link. There is a cheese contest for like the most cheesy person. How do I put this properly? You get paid to eat cheese, but there's only one winner. And I have to write an essay about my love of cheese, which I'm really, really excited about it. Richard, the Orlando guy, sent me the link to it earlier in the week, and I got so excited about it. So, yeah.
I feel like most people would approach that contest and get like really technical with why they love cheese. And my essay would just be like, cheese is really good. I love cheese. The end.
Mine is going to be like every day I wake up and think, what cheese will I have today? My day circles around cheese. There isn't a day that goes by. I could make it like a poem.
See, a haiku.
There isn't a day that goes by that I don't eat cheese. Parmesan.
cheese,
I'm working
cheese
on
pull,
it. The
cheese
cheese.
drool, cheese pull.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
That was it. I just did it. That was your poem. Cheese,
Oh.
cheese drool, cheese pull, or no, cheese pull, cheese drool, cheese full.
Oh, Tim got our super sticker. Here we go for our happy hippo chair spin. I think I'm getting better. Hold on. We'll see. My feet are sweaty, so I'm sliding. TMI. Ready? Set. Hold on. Wee. That's my dismount. It still needs some work, but
Who can hold back the laugh? Joke off.
Thank you so much for the super sticker. I love it. There you go, spin press.
I sent you a photo. Let's see. It's probably on Instagram.
I would love to see a challenge between Lynn and Josh. Who can hold back the laugh? Joke off.
Oh no! Is that for real?
Found in Naples a few years ago at his camp, just 5 minutes off the main. Oh no, I don't know if I want to see this. Oh my gosh! Ew. Okay.
That's massive. I think that's an anaconda or a Burmese. I think that's an anaconda, for real.
Oh my god!
Just based on the head. I mean,
Ew.
That's massive.
That's one of those.
Yeah,
that
that's
do
one of those that do
belong.
not belong. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think I told you guys about. I was watching the Discovery Channel or something, and they were talking about those snakes, and one of those tried to eat an alligator down in Florida. And alligators are the apex predator, and it did what alligators do when they're attacking something, and did a death spin, and it killed both because the alligators, an alligator's like armor, basically walking armor. It's a python, and the legs went out the side of the snake. Yeah,
it's so gross.
That's crazy. I hate that for Florida though, because man, can you imagine like those being like what doesn't belong?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, exactly, James. That is a huge snake. Yeah, that makes me feel like oh heck, here goes. Eastern diamondback rattlesnakes can get up to 10 feet in Florida.
Wow.
Well, and you got to consider like they don't have a whole lot of hibernating time in Florida.
Right. Yeah.
Because they can just eat and eat and eat and eat. Whereas in like Tennessee, it gets cold, so they have to go into hibernation. Wow. That is just crazy.
Yucky. All right.
The best part of this picture is him sitting there holding a pistol and what looks like a beer. That's the best part.
That's awesome.
In flip-flops.
Perfect.
Yeah, I would totally have shot that myself.
Yeah, I would not go anywhere near it. I'd be running in the other direction.
So I wonder like what the protocol is in Florida. Like if you run across something like that, are you allowed to just like here in Tennessee, like coyotes, like there's no, like you can just shoot coyotes. Like there's not a thing.
Was it? I thought that if you kill them, you can even bring them in and get money for it, right? I think. Zoom in on the head, just where he got it. One shot. Oh my gosh. Oh, Candy Mom, I used to do that too. Or we still do it.
Being exotic, there are bounties on them.
Yes.
They have hunts in the Everglades.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. The more you
Yeah.
know. See, that's
Yeah.
one of the good parts about this stream is because you learn a lot. It might be about cheese, it might be about coffee, it could be about pizza, or it could be about snakes and spiders.
I think I was just talking to Sean about that. The other thing, I feel like bugs are crawling on me. Yuck. Um, they're not. Just feel like it. Sean and I were talking about that last week. One day, I think that the snakes. There's people that do that. They go out and snake hunt and then turn them in for bounties. Just spending time out in the swamps.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Josh from the WDW couple, he works in wildlife in Florida, and he talks about that stuff sometimes.
Yeah. Bananas.
That's so crazy. And keep in mind, like we're just talking about the pythons, boas, and anacondas. There's people who go and buy like exotic poisonous snakes, and those are
Ew.
out there too. Yeah, like the ones that you see on the Discovery Channel. It's like top 10 most deadliest animals. Yeah, those. They have brought snake hunters in from India to hunt
Wow.
them. My friend is retired Florida fishing game. They have brought snake hunters in from India to hunt them. That is crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah, so like down here in Tennessee, and Tim probably could attest to this because he worked in this field. But the kudzu vine, which if you're driving down an interstate in Tennessee, you'll see them. It's like grown up all over the trees, like ivy.
Mhm.
They brought those in to help, and they ended up being invasive. It's always interesting.
Wow.
Yeah,
Zhiun
that's
says
so
the,
crazy.
the more we learn about ecosystems shows the great harm done by invasive species that do not belong there, but are brought there by the misguided actions of a
Actions,
few.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, snakes don't necessarily bother me. Spiders do.
Meredith,
I
I
think because snakes are bigger.
am not a fan of either one.
And, in Tennessee, it's illegal to kill poisonous snakes, like copperheads and stuff. It's illegal to kill them.
It's illegal?
Illegal because they're native
Really?
here. Yeah. You're not supposed to. People do it anyways.
Ohio is a
Yeah.
bad state.
And apparently Oklahoma is too, based on that show that was on Netflix, Tiger King.
Yeah. 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 Did I ever tell you guys the story about when we had a ball python for a pet for a little while? Did I ever tell you about that?
No.
So, when the kids were little, I think so Luke was a baby and Christian was probably like 5, and he was just a maniac. He was always like bing 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 bouncing off the walls. So our sister watched him for us, whatever, for she took him for the weekend, and he was good. So Sean decided to reward him with a snake. Didn't ask me about it. They just went to the pet store after he picked him up and said, "You we're good. Let's go get you a snake." And so then they came home, and my first reaction is like, "Why didn't you just buy him a Happy Meal? Like a snake as a reward? Are you kidding me?" And so we had a ball python for quite a few years. I think until it was for quite a few years, and I ended up having to be the person to go and buy the mouse, which was like a whole nother part of it that I didn't like. And I didn't even want to, I couldn't touch the container that the mouse was in. I couldn't watch the snake eat. Um, yeah, it was just a whole gross thing. And the kids would wear him around their necks and stuff. And oh, it was so nasty.
So did the
And
snake die, or did y'all just get rid of it?
no, they forgot to turn his light on, I think, and then he ended up getting too cold and dying. So yeah, they were not the
So
best
what
of
do you? How do you
pets.
dispose of a snake? Just dump it
I
outside?
I think Christian buried it in a Pop Tart box in the backyard of our apartments. So there's a snake remains in somebody's patio area right now.
Fair.
Back in Michigan. Yeah, Donna, it was not fun. I did not like it, and the snake was around for way too long.
Oh, wow.
Gross.
Bill said they sent one female that was killed a few years ago to the University of Florida vet school. I'm not going to try to say it because I'm talking too fast. It had like 80 to 90 eggs in it. That's why they were being overrun with them. How they got out of hand in the Everglades is because of Hurricane Andrew in 1992. Supposedly there was a big warehouse that handled important reptiles, and Andrew destroyed it, and they all got out.
Oh no!
I remember watching a show. I believe it was either History or Discovery, and it was like Life Without People or something like that. And it was like, what would happen to the current world if people just were gone? And it was talking about like animals in captivity and things, and it was interesting.
That's crazy. 80 to 90 eggs. So one snake will make that many babies.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's
So-
absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
So like all these vloggers can like, let's go out in nature and do a hike. Like, while that does sound fun, now knowing all of this, that makes me second guess. Beyond now, keep in mind, guys, this is beyond the indigenous reptiles to Florida, like alligators and rattlesnakes and water moccasins and probably copperheads and iguanas and all that stuff. This is all of the other animals.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Disney plays a part in some of this as well, like helping get these animals out of Florida wildlife and put them in put them back in captivity, or help get rid of them or whatever. Oh goodness.
Bill says, could you imagine 80 to 90 Hans and Franz? No, I would be out of here. You're like, bye guys. Have fun with that. Yeah, no, absolutely not. I can't. That's
wow.
It's just mind blowing to think of that many.
And the Gulf of Mexico is now showing signs of aquatic life that should be limited to the Pacific.
Really?
I've dated snakes. Does that count?
Oh man, Cynthia,
like
right?
Ryan, that's crazy. I wonder if that just has to do with just like everything changing in the world and stuff. Yeah. With just, or if it's from catch and release, like people get them as pets, and then, or these restaurants and stuff buy them, and a hurricane hits and it floods the restaurant. I know here when the Opry Mills Mall flooded, when we had the big flood in Tennessee in 2010, in Nashville, a lot of those fish got out, but they didn't live because they were saltwater fish, and it was fresh water and all the chemicals and stuff that was, of course, in the water from natural flooding. But yeah, catch and release is a huge part. Wow.
That's crazy.
Like, this makes me want to go look up articles on it.
Hi, Bill Stefan.
What in the world?
Baby. A lot of things eat baby snakes. Well, I hope so, because if they're having 80 to 90 babies, that's crazy. That, like, it'd just be a snake world. It'd just be living in a sea of snakes if they all survive.
Well, and, there's probably more snakes than you realize.
I don't want to think about that.
Aquarium released lionfish. An aquarium released lionfish into the
ocean?
Gulf of Mexico? Like intentionally, or like it was flooded and they accidentally got released? I'm interested. Like, now I want to go look all this up on websites and the Discovery Channel and stuff. This is why I used to love shows like Mythbusters, because you learn so much. That's why I love Adam Savage. You guys have heard me talk about Adam Savage, who has the YouTube channel, Tested, that he builds Lego, but he also does other things. Like, I learned so much.
Oh
I
yeah,
like to
Candy
learn
Mom, I can't.
about fun things.
Me too. This
Fun
is
things, though, not like
this.
math. Math is dumb.
I just know percentages. That's all I need to know.
Oh, aquarium hobbyist with saltwater aquariums released one.
Oh.
So not like professional accredited aquariums.
The Panama Canal became a non-natural bridge between the two oceans. It was a boon to shipping, but the price is now still being tallied.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can take like cruises. Some cruises go through the Panama Canal.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It's like a shortcut between. No, I'm
No,
all
I
about it.
love it. Yeah. This is fun. We're at least we're not talking about spiders.
That is crazy.
Lots of fun. What do you guys have going on today? Saturday?
It's
Good.
a
Oh,
Burmese python, 17 feet
ew.
7 inches. That was the python that Bill was talking about that had all the eggs in it. It was 17 feet long, 17 feet 7 inches long. It was about a foot wide. Yeah,
Ew.
today is the PBS version of Coughing Contemplation.
James, that's right. But why? What does fascinate me is how their skin comes off and it's intact. Yeah, how they shed their skins. It's so weird. So weird. I don't like reptiles because they just seem like they have no soul. Like
Yeah, well, they don't.
they're just, I don't know, evil. I don't get a good vibe coming off of the reptiles. But yeah, they're weird. Here's the more you know.
Wow.
It's gross.
Although, I mean, it is interesting to see them like in the stuff. Nashville Zoo has a pretty big like display of exotic reptiles and stuff. It's interesting.
Very crazy. We have Evie and Britt.
Britt's getting Evie. Britt's getting ready. We're fixing to have to go somewhere. But before we go, I wanted to show Evie to everybody.
Yay!
Yeah, I've heard that about king snakes. That king snakes eat poisonous snakes and everything. I think we have king snakes in Tennessee, don't we, Tim? I thought we did. I know we have copperheads and water moccasins and black racers and chicken snakes and rat snakes.
Yep, he says.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
So every time I have an animal question, I will now ask Tim.
Oh, that's crazy. Crazy. All right, Candy Mom, you can't go yet because we're getting Evie time. Hi, Britt.
They're saying hello. Oh no.
Aww.
Kitty's sleeping.
Here.
Now Pepper's shaking and
Pepper, lay down.
Aww.
there she is.
Oh, she's so cute. Aw, hi, Evie. Aw. Looks like she's plumping up nicely.
She is. She's gained a bunch of weight.
Good. Aw, hi.
I can't hear you, but hi.
Aw, she's so cute.
Yep, there she is.
Look at her little scrunchy face. Dad, why did you wake me up? Aw.
Hello, everyone.
Aw, I love her. She's so cute. So cute. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Sorry, I forget that she can't hear. Baby time.
Did it connect? Can you hear?
Hello?
Now I can.
Hi.
Hi. My hair.
Your hair looks great. How are you? Good?
Good. Yeah.
Good. Evie's
tired.
beautiful. Yeah. A lot of feeding, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. But she's getting chubby.
Yeah, I saw.
They
She
were
looks. I
Look,
love her
she's
little
looking.
cheeks. Aw.
She's looking.
We when we went to her last
Aw, look at her.
we had to go to her doctor's appointment last week or the
Oh,
week before. Anyways, she had gained over 2 pounds in 2 weeks, and they were like, that's like over a third of her body weight. So they had to weigh her twice. They didn't believe that she was over 8 pounds already. And they were like, that's awesome.
That
She's
is
eating good.
awesome.
Oops, I turned your computer on.
that's okay.
But yeah.
She's
saying
waving.
hi to us.
Hi.
Aw. That's great.
Thanks, Candy Mom. I think she looks more like me too. You saying hi?
Say hi, everybody.
She is not happy with us right now. She's like, I was so cozy.
Aw. Look at her little hands going. She is beautiful.
She's gotten so fat. Look at her face.
What color are her
That's okay.
eyes?
They're blue
They're still
still.
blue right
Blue.
now. We'll see.
Yeah.
What's up,
They say
Zip?
it takes a couple months, right, for their eye color to
It can take up to a year.
really?
Yeah, they can change up to like a year old. So it's usually within the first few months. But my Aunt
Aw.
Karen had blue eyes till she was over 1, and they changed to brown.
Really? Hey, Zip.
Mhm. Hello.
That's crazy. She is absolutely precious.
Thanks.
Aw.
She's a good girl.
Aw, good.
Just
Is
keep
she-
her fed and she's happy.
Yeah. Right. Is she sleeping a little bit longer at night so you get a little bit?
Yeah.
I love it when she really wants expensive Lego sets and I have to go buy them.
No. Yeah, the other day he calls me to tell me that he bought me this vintage vinyl record that I've been looking for like 3 years. He's like, well, I was on my way to buy this Lego set, but I got you a prize. And I'm like, don't try to soften the blow of your Lego spending with
It was a
presents.
good prize, though. You've been looking for that for like 3 years. And I found it.
was.
It's Carpenter's Christmas on vinyl, an original one,
Oh,
Not-
no
So
way.
not a-
good.
not a reprint.
That's
and
amazing.
We've been looking for it for 3 years at all the different record stores, and I
Because like you
finally
can buy it
found
on Amazon, but it's like a new record.
Yeah.
And I don't
Right.
like new records. I want it to crack and pop and make the noises. That's the whole
Yeah.
point. So
That's great.
it was a good prize, but
It softened the blow.
not enough.
That's great. Wow.
Are y'all
Thank you
still
for sharing.
We're wrapping up.
Bread.
New records don't make as much. Like older records, they've been played, they've probably been scratched a little
They
bit.
have that mildew smell to them. You just can't beat it.
Yeah.
I hope y'all heard her poop her pants just now. That was awesome. That's her
Right.
butt's right here next to the microphone.
Great. Sorry about that. Infants and all
Sorry.
that.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, good.
But I love that Britt's happy. She pooped right next to your head.
Right here.
Right there.
They don't even smell yet. They're not even
Uh,
smelly poops.
Yeah, not till it's like real food. That's when it's
Yeah.
bad. That's so funny. Josh. Oh, that's such is life.
Yeah. Such is life.
Pretty crappy.
Ah,
But bum.
boom.
Oh boy.
I'll be here all day, guys. All day.
Well, we do have to go though.
Yeah, we
because I
can
have
wrap
to
it
run
up.
her.
Oh, but don't blame me.
It is you.
Mm-mm. We have all day.
Hey, don't
Sorry.
forget, I have to go to, Target, and I got to get my
Hey, there's a
prescription.
dust cloud outside.
Is there really?
Yeah. Not like a cloud in the sky that's full of dust, but like see how hazy it looks outside? Yep,
Oh, you
right
can
there.
see it. It is coming in.
Yeah,
Guys.
it's very cloudy here.
Hmm.
I
No-
thought it was going to hit Florida first.
No, well, it did. It hit the Gulf Coast.
I guess I just missed it. I don't know.
Dad was weed eating at the church, and he's like, even after the dirt settled, it was still dusty outside.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Poop and contemplation.
Hey.
Because like when we started the
that's where we're
stream,
at
it was
these
bright.
days.
It was bright in here, and
It's
now
brighter.
It's hazy.
it's hazy.
Yeah, I'll have to check. I mean, I don't
If only it was purple
think
Wow.
so.
haze.
No. Yeah,
Isn't that a
ours
song?
isn't.
Purple rain?
Oh, purple rain. Never mind.
Close, I guess.
Almost.
Babies are cute, but we're not having another one. We just got Kinsey out of high school. Yeah, I think we're all set. Two
Yeah,
girls and a dog.
I'm not ever staying in the hospital like that again.
Oh
Unless I'm
yeah,
dying. Like, I'm not doing that again.
a whole week. That's rough.
My doctor was like, with your blood pressure
Purple
thing
haze
that
is a beer.
happened,
I knew it was,
we
it
don't
was
want you to
familiar.
have a baby for at least a year. I'm like, oh, you don't have to worry, lady.
Yeah, well, the worst part was that we couldn't have guests. That was the
Yeah.
worst part.
No,
Well, we
the
wouldn't-
worst part was being stuck there
Well, yeah.
in that bed.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but like if we could have had guests, it would have made it a little bit more bearable.
Little, yeah. I say stop at 2 kids before you're outnumbered. That's my rule of
Yeah.
thumb. That was mine. Stop before you're outnumbered.
That's true.
Well, we're technically not outnumbered because Pepper's on my team. Right, Pepper?
Yeah, she's worthless. Look at her. What's she gonna do?
That's funny. Yeah, stopped at 1. Yeah. Ours was when both the boys had the flu at the exact same time. And so each of us had to take a kid I had to take one to the hospital. Sean had to stay back with the other one. And that was the day I was like, absolutely can't have another one. If we had a third child, I don't know, we would just have to put them in the closet because
Oh gosh.
it's like we can't handle this. I covered in, everything and ratio.
Yeah, I'm outnumbered heavily.
It's outnumbered 2 females to 1 male. Yeah, I'm outnumbered big time. Yeah, we have the exact same situation except flipped. So, you are surrounded by all girls and I am surrounded by all guys.
Yep. Now I just need to get me a ball python and I'll be set.
Yeah, it is what it is. And when we had our dog, he was a boy too. So it was, don't get a ball
Yep.
python. There's no point.
No, I wouldn't. I would get a fish tank, but that's a whole nother thing.
We had a fish tank too. Those were really cool.
Goodness.
What
The
was
wind
that?
is whipping. Did
That
you
was
hear
the
that?
wind? Yeah. It sounded like somebody was knocking on the door.
No, that was like the windows rattling.
That's crazy. My daughter in our zoo.
Yeah, I've always wanted a saltwater fish tank. I always thought those would be super cool to have.
Yeah. Pizza's here. Yay. Enjoy your pizza.
I mean, I know it's like, it's a big undertaking to maintain a fish tank and the fish and it can be expensive, but I always just I think they look so cool. But then when I see them, yeah, they are a lot of work. But it's always like walking into like a 90s house when you see a fish tank in a house.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
But I don't know. You go in doctor's offices and they have fish tanks. My Chick-fil-A has a fish tank. I mean,
really?
I can't stand fish tanks. They always get cloudy.
Yeah, we had a 50-gallon fish tank for a long time where we had African cichlids that bred and had babies, and that was the coolest thing ever to see that all growing. And then Christian and his friend dumped an entire can of fish food in there and didn't know about it and killed the whole tank.
Seems like your kids like to kill animals.
It seems like, yeah. I
They're
told
just
them,
Christian, rather, not Luke, but Christian.
yeah, they're just not responsible enough ever. And I told them we're not allowed to get any living things anymore.
Yeah.
Because it was too sad
Well,
running
you
out of
know,
Pop-Tart boxes.
maybe I'll build a fish tank out of Lego and see how well it holds water. Not
James
really.
said you're gonna need a basement bathroom because the top floor days are numbered. He had 2 daughters. Humbling experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have my own bathroom that is it's mine. I've claimed it with my things everywhere. So it doesn't go away. Oh, and watching as much fun back now. Yeah, we're wrapping it up. Josh has got to go do family things. I got to go do packing things. And yeah. Yeah, anything coming up this week?
I've got probably more Lego vlogs, to be honest with you.
Nice.
It's what's going on these days. I feel like I've got that. Of course, Magical Monday Mayhem. I really need to do another table build, but I don't know if I'm going to change when I do them. I've been doing them on Friday nights, but now Shep and them want me to play with them on Friday nights, so it kind of crosses paths.
Yeah, I liked the Friday night thing, but
so I don't know. Maybe we'll move it to like
figure out yeah. Well, Saturday Shep. I don't know.
I mean, it's impossible. You're always
you're always going to overlap somebody. It's impossible.
That's why it's it's kind of a niche thing. Like it's more laid back. It doesn't have a whole lot of a theme besides building Lego. It's a more open conversation. So it just depends on what you're looking for. If you wanted to tune into it, you could. But I do have some other builds to do. Yeah. More another brick podcast coming out on Monday.
Very good. I'm behind on those, by the way.
It's all good. All the Lego stuff. I mean, I still do Disney, but there's a lot going on with Disney right now. And I feel like, you got to be careful with your opinions on those things. And, just a lot.
You see that chain link fences with tarps on them are going up today around the Grand Floridian, getting ready for the NBA? You think so?
Yeah, probably. Probably for privacy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tarps?
Well, probably to like keep people from like standing at the fence, like hassling the players. They're probably like trying to do everything they can do to keep any outside like influence to come in.
Right. That makes sense.
Because with having so many NBA players there's just a lot.
Yeah, I thought they were doing at Coronado too.
Maybe they're doing like the press. Maybe that's where they're putting like press or the Grand Floridian would probably be like team executives.
Yeah, Grand Flow. Whoa, that's I keep it from being detected.
Like the players are probably at Coronado, but like team executives, team owners, maybe coaches, coaching staff, that kind of stuff's probably at Grand Flow, and then they're going to be players and their families or something is probably at Coronado. I don't know.
Yeah, and we have Myers and the Mouse going live at 1:00 too, so you guys can head over and check them out after this. Yay, your pizza's good, Cynthia.
But
yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what I have coming up. Sean said that he got my editing software back on the computer, but I don't see it.
It's probably like in your applications.
Yeah. I do see it now. I found it. Just had to open it up and now it's here. Usually it's on the desktop, but he didn't put it on there yet. So I might get to editing something. I probably won't. In the next week and a half, we'll be moving. So it's just a lot. I have one box packed. So we have a lot to do in the next week and relocating. So I actually can't even guarantee any streams, but I will put it on my Instagram story. I do updates on my Instagram story for, can you still hear me?
Yes.
For when I'm going live and all of that. But I'll be live tomorrow night with Jeff Whip Dad on his channel for Creator Talk, and then hopefully next Thursday for checking in with the Lynn Project, and then Coffee Contemplation will be on your channel next Saturday. I'll keep you posted on my availability status for next week. So
Just let me know.
see. Yeah. So we'll see. Thank you so much. Always an awesome, fun time drinking coffee and contemplating with you guys. Thank you for the super stickers we got here, Tim and Blurry Josh. Will forever be named. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us on Saturday and probably next weekend, Tim, or during the week. I don't know. I'll know sometime in the next week. I am moving. Hopefully, I can get the place on Monday so that we can kind of slowly start moving, like by carloads, and then do all the big stuff. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's close, so we can kind of move just carloads of it, and that way it's not too much all at once. Because
we had this discussion about how Britt and I did about how to move Lego when or if we ever have to move.
Yeah.
Because that should be an adventure in and within itself.
Yeah.
How to move some of these massive Lego sets.
Yeah, that's kind of stressful even thinking about it. Just what if some of them break or you lose piece or any of that. Thanks you guys. Thanks Tim. We got over 40 likes on this stream, which is really awesome. Thank you guys.
For sure.
And yeah, that would be a huge vlog. That'd be a good one for Lego. Packing and moving and the procedures to do them. But Bill, I'll check my Instagram after this. I saw you sent me a message. But yeah, you guys head over to Myers and the Mouse. They're going live. Awesome. Oh, wait. Oh, I showed it. I was like, oh my God, I got magic mail from them and I forgot to show it. I showed it on Thursday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. But you guys have a great day. Fantastic weekend. Stay safe. Stay well. Wash your hands. And we will see you soon.
Absolutely. Have a practically perfect day.
Remember, every day is a countdown to Disney.
Even if it's